November 21st was the day that every and any indie brand under the sun decided to release, reveal, or sneak peek their new collection. I feel like basically every indie brand that I follow closely has posted something big on this Thursday, and everything was happening at once. Like, I knew some things were coming, but then there were also some things that I hadn't expected at all. So many videos were coming out. It was chaos. I was seeing release after release, and now we have so much to talk about, so let's just quickly get into it. By the way, if you want to know what this look is, I did film this look. It is with my indie makeup haul from C Beauty Mall. I did do a look with a bunch of those products. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the cheeks. Like, I tried some cheek products that were a little light for me, then I added a little bit of this Kaleidos blush on top to kind of like get it to a depth that I want. But I feel like all of the layers together, they are looking a little crazy. I don't know how I feel, but the eyeshadow, I'm a huge fan of. But now I know what's going on. All right, let's start with these. These are the new Beam Bright blushes by Revolution. They already had their Beam Bright highlighters, and now they also have blushes. They have 4 shades, which all look very fun and bright. We have a purple, we have kind of like an orangey red, and then a cooler tone pink and a warmer tone pink. I haven't seen these at Boozy Shop just yet. I'm keeping an eye out for them. Don't think I will do a dedicated review, but I might pick up like 1 or 2 just to see what this formula is like. They did look very, very glowy on the cheeks and quite pigmented. So I don't know really how that is gonna go. Like, I do love a glowy blush. Is this gonna be my favorite formula? I don't know. And I'm gonna probably try them. Then we have these new The Cats Out of the Bag collection by Black Moon Cosmetics. We have the Cats Meow palette for $42 US, makeup bag, hand mirror, multi-chrome pigment. And I have to say, this is looking pretty cute. It's looking pretty cute. I believe it's a mostly matte palette, and then one of the pink shades and the black seem to have some sort of shimmer in them. This is really cute, but I am not gonna be picking this up. Like, there is so much happening. This is not a brand that I'm familiar with. Then we have a new shade in the Peptide lip tint by Hailey Bieber, by Rhode, of course, her brand. And this is looking amazing on the lips. Really beautiful. I cannot buy this brand, so I'm skipping over this. If I want to or not, it's just what's happening. And then we also have these new Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil by L'Oreal. These have tints to them, actual tints to them. Like, these swatches look like pretty tinted. Like, the first 2 look a little lighter, but then there's actually some colors to these in the swatches. These are coming soon. But I don't have a lot of faith that these are going to be in the Netherlands anytime soon. Like, these are going to be available in the States. We're going to see some videos. I'm going to watch some videos. And then maybe in a month or 6, these will be in the Netherlands. And I will see if I want to pick up something here. I do feel like these are, they're comfortable plump with a gentle lip sensation. So they're not a burning, plumping type of product. I'm kind of interested in this, but because I know it's gonna take a while, I'm holding off with the enthusiasm. Like, I am not gonna try and get these anywhere. Okay, Hydrating Cosmetics is coming out with a 6-pan palette. What I have on my eyes right now is actually my first time trying Hydrating Cosmetics, and I did really enjoy what I tried so far. So this is gonna be a all shimmer palette with 6 marbled shades, 2 multi-chromes. Makes me think a little bit of that 6-pan shimmer palette that Glamlite Cosmetics came out with. I think it was last year. Like, not the shades, but just the vibe and the kind of like inspiration of it. It's not looking similar besides that. This is looking nice, but it's not exactly the shades that I'm looking for. It's not exactly the shades that I would use as toppers. I feel like the Glamlite Cosmetics palette made a lot of sense for me because they were shades that I could basically top over everything. It's looking beautiful, but I'm not going to be picking this up. Then we have from H&M Beauty 3 new eyeshadow palettes. So H&M Beauty had a revamp, rebrand. I don't know, was it a year ago? Like, pretty recently, and I have looked at them in the store. Have I loved what I saw? Not enough to actually buy it. These palettes look pretty basic. We have kind of like a rosy palette, we have a blue and neutral palette, and then we have a warm neutral palette. If I knew that this was gonna be like really good quality, I could see myself picking it up, but also it's not my responsibility to try everything. I'm gonna try and say that more often to myself. I am reviewing so much makeup. Can I add another brand? I don't think I have room for that. These are gonna be $17.99 though. It's really not expensive. If I see a video on it, I will probably watch it, but I don't think I should buy this. Like, I have neutral palettes, I have palettes with blue, I have rosy palettes. I don't think it's necessary. Then there are new Fenty glosses in that Gloss Bomb Swirl formula with different combinations of shades that already exist. We have Hot Chocolate and Fussy, Hot Chocolate and Sweet Mouth, and Riri and Sweet Mouth. This looks really cute. As I've told you before, looks amazingly cute, but I just cannot deal with the Fenty formula. Love how it looks on the lips, but it's just so perfumed that it gives me a headache. A literal headache. I just can't take it. There's something in here. If they would change the scent, I could be convinced. Then Lethal Cosmetics is coming out with these metallic lipsticks. And I have been so into metallic lipsticks. I don't know what it is, but just like this year, since getting that rosy shade from the holiday collection from Kiko Milano, I believe it was shade 02. Since I got that, I've been so into it. I love that shade so much. And I do have a few shades in that formula from former years. And I also bought one in the Kiko Milano sale that is going on right now. They have their Black Friday sale, 3+3 off. And yes, I did make an order and I did put in another metallic lipstick. I'm just really into that metallic look right now, but not a frosty, dated metallic look, just in a way that it's a very beautiful dimensional sheen that kind of looks expensive and sophisticated. It's just a certain type of way that kind of lipstick has to look for me, and I feel like Kiko really has that down. Like, they really have a good formula. I have a feeling this is probably also going to be good. Like, I have faith in Unearthly Cosmetics, but the shades are not really shades that I'm looking for right now. Like, it's reds, it's really dark plums, it's orange, it's silver. Does it look cool? Yes, it looks really cool. But should I buy it? I don't think so. It's not really my shades. I feel like the Kiko Milano shades are a little bit more up my alley, a little softer, a little lighter. But this is really cool. If you love a more like artistic, out there look, interesting shades, I think it's really understandable that this is coming out right now. I feel like those types of formulas are a little bit more in, and if done well, I do really like this trend. e.l.f. Cosmetics is coming out with a new brow product. This is the Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen. It's available now. It's a liquid brow pen, delivers light buildable pigment, a microfine brush. We have seen things like this before, for sure. Like, this is nothing new. I have tried the brow pen from NYX Cosmetics. I feel like I still have it around here. I found it a little bit hard to work with. I didn't really get into it, but it was a pretty good brow pen. But at this point, I'm just not really like a brow pen person. Like, I love my brow pencils. So, and I don't find brows to be super exciting. So am I gonna shake it up? Am I gonna change it up? Probably not. So I'm gonna skip on that. Then What's Up Beauty is coming out with their how do you pronounce it? Chic Terre. I have no idea. Like, this is way too Italian for me. Is this actual Italian? I don't know. But we have a blush and bronzer baked cheek collection from What's Up Beauty. It is launching November 22nd. So it's the day that I'm filming this, but not the day that you're watching it. Then it's already up. We have 4 bronzers, 4 blushes, and they are $35 each. Baked products made in Italy. These look really beautiful. Packaging, once again, is stunning. What's Up Beauty always does really nice packaging. We have, hello, where did it go? Post just disappeared on me. Hello? Okay, we're back. So we have some blushes that sound really interesting. So we have Peaceful Pizza, which is a baby pink with like champagne sheen. And we also have a Relaxed Roma, which is Dusty Rose with rose gold sheen. Both of these sound really, really amazing. So I do get from time to time some PR from What's Up Beauty. They haven't sent this to me at this time, but I have seen a lot of creators getting these in PR. So I think there's gonna be some review videos. I'm gonna see what people have to say about this. It looks amazing. I'm a little thrown off by the fact that it is not domed. Like usually baked products are domed, but this is like flat. But I do think that this looks really nice. I'd probably want to try it, but it's not really a product that I would do a dedicated review on. So I might pick up 1 or 2 of these products if it comes to Monolith, and if I'm already like buying something and I can kind of like bundle that order, like in that case I could see myself picking up maybe the baby pink blush and then the lightest bronzer. Like this is sounding really good. Oh, here it says how you should pronounce this. Chiquetera. Chiquetera. Okay, thank you, What's a Beauty. That's making me feel much better. Made by Mitchell's come out with the Camera Roll Sunset Chaser eyeshadow palette. And we also have some sugared glosses, some lip liners. We already saw the eyeshadow palette last week, talked about it, but we hadn't seen the rest of the collection. I did want to say that these lip liners are looking really good. I am very, very close to trying one of these, but I haven't done it yet. I feel like that middle shade, it's kind of like purpley, deeper nude, could really add something to my collection. I am thinking about it. Like these come to Boozy Shop pretty quickly. Like, are these already on Boozy Shop, or am I talking about his last release? Like, it's getting a little confusing, but I could be convinced. I'm still thinking. Then from Arttitude Cosmetics, we have the Vintage Neutral collection. We have an eyeshadow palette that retails for $40 with greens and pinks and reds. And we also have some brushes. This eyeshadow palette is looking pretty cute. Kind of reminds me of like roses, but then also the stem of roses. It's really like kind of nature inspired. It's too green and bright for me, but it's looking pretty cute. I'm not gonna pick that up. Then Lunar Beauty had their day and night launch. At least they launched it on TikTok Live. I did watch like the first 20 to 30 minutes of this TikTok, and this was the first TikTok Live I had seen. And I have some thoughts. I understand that creators are doing this. Like I have this idea that creators, and especially creators that have own products or own brands, they get an email from TikTok being like, we can get you such a high volume of orders of your brand and also give you a big bonus on top of that if you do a super TikTok Live with us for 4 hours. And of course you can say no. And then it's this QVC style, overwhelming, super crazy, fast-paced, deals are only running for 5 minutes, buy, stressful situation. And I was just like, the only reason you would watch a live like this is to buy. It's not really entertaining. It doesn't really give you information. It's really just like, okay, this deal is like on right now. Of course, I haven't watched another live. Of course, I haven't watched the full live. And it's not that I want to really criticize it already from that first experience, but I do want to say that I don't think it's for me. Like my first impression wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. And also I cannot buy from TikTok Shop. Like I was watching it, but I couldn't actually do anything. And it's just a lot. It's overwhelming. There were also a lot of bots in the comments. There were so many bots just saying like, Manny's live on TikTok. Like no human comments that. I think TikTok lives are huge money makers, and if you are there and you actually want to purchase something, like it can be a really good deal. But just watching it to see like what the collection actually is like, that's it's not really adding that value. It wasn't really what I was hoping for. I don't know why I went on this rant on TikTok lives, but I guess I was just maybe a little surprised at what it actually looks like. I feel like it's just made to be super, super overwhelming so that you cannot think anymore. That like there's just things happening all the time, like hearts are in the screen and there's just flickering images, and it's like you're a deer in the headlights and you hear it's only $5 for these coming 5 minutes, buy it now or it will be gone. Like, it's stressful, man, it's stressful. That is panic buying to the max. Okay, but the collection, we have 2 palettes, but actually one. It's like a 2-in-1 palette with a day side and a night side, and then the day side is a little softer, a little rosy, and then the night side is a little deeper. It also has a black. We have 6 shimmers and we have 12 mattes. And this just looks like the standard beautiful Lunar Beauty formula. Kind of feels like we have a cool tone, a neutral, and a more warm side to these palettes as well. It's really like a mix of neutrals in different tones. When I first saw it, I kind of felt like, is it kind of like repeating the Nude Prism eyeshadow palette, which I do really love, but it feels like a neutral palette with no twist. Except that the palettes are magnetized and you can take one side or the other or kind of like mix and match. I do think that the swatches look really nice. I do think if I can pick this up on Boozy Shop, I probably will. But I'm gonna see like when that happens. I don't think I'm gonna buy this from the Lunar Beauty website. In the past I have sometimes done that, but of course it takes a while to get to you and you do have to pay like taxes and high shipping. So I'm gonna hold off for now, see when it arrives on Boozy Shop. Then we also have 2 lip oils that are tinted, one mauve, one light pink. I kind of want to get both of them because I do really like the lip oil formula from Lunar Beauty. And I like it when lip oils are tinted, but it's not really easy to find. So I'm thinking I'm gonna pick this up. Am I gonna do a dedicated video? I don't know. It really depends how quickly it gets to Boozy Shop. Otherwise, I would just throw it in with some other products, kind of like a full vase of new makeup kind of thing. Then we have new lip care by Henriksen. This is the Pout Preserve Hydrating Peptide Lip Treatment. It is that tube style lip balm. We have a sheer tint that is gold. We have a beige tint that has rose gold shimmer. And then we have kind of like this purpley one. Feels really similar to other lip products that we've been seeing a lot. It's just adding more to that like product option. I'm not gonna buy these, but I like that these are a little bit more like fun colors. Like the purple looks pretty cool. Then we have a new makeup release by Unearthly Cosmetics. We have the Just a Taste palette, and then we have highlighter in Gory Glow, and we have the Just a Taste lip oil in 3 shades. So this has been sneak peeked, but on Thursday all of a sudden it was available. I didn't know, I wasn't paying attention, I think. This eyeshadow palette to me looks like it's gonna be a dream for a lot of people. Like it's neutrals, but it's also a bit colorful, it's olives, it's warm tones. I think a lot of people are gonna love this and it looks really beautiful. It is once again one of their bigger palettes, which is a little bit more expensive, but overall the color story, stunning. Is it for me? No, it's too olivey, it's too murky, too many warm tones. I'm sure there are a bunch of shades in here that I would really enjoy, but it's not my perfect color story and it's a pretty like expensive palette. So I'm not gonna be picking this up, but I think a lot of people are gonna be really excited about it. Then also on Thursday, we had the reveal of the Lethal Cosmetics Spellcraft eyeshadow palette. And if you haven't seen my video yet, I have a video up with this collection, like with the eyeshadow palette and 2 of the multichrome liners. And no, I didn't get it in PR. I was on Boozy Shop. Like, I have no life, but I'm also just working from home. And while I'm working, don't tell my boss this, but I always have like one screen where there's just like Boozy Shop and just some makeup websites and some information and just my YouTube analytics, and I just have it there on the screen. And once in a while, I will just check if anything happened, because Boozy Shop sometimes just throws a Essence limited edition collection on there, or like a Catrice limited edition collection. Like sometimes they will let you know upfront, like in 2 weeks this will arrive at this time, but often they will also not. So I always keep an eye out, because Boozy Shop also ships to me really quickly. The free shipping threshold is like pretty low, it's like 40 euros. It's really not bad, and it's just always except for like one time a few months ago. It always gets to me like the next day and I can film with it. And they put up, all of a sudden, out of the blue, some liners and mascaras on Tuesday night. The multichrome liners and the mascara and the black liquid lipstick. And I was like, I think that's new. I don't think I've seen that before. I went to check the Lethal Cosmetics website and yeah, there was nothing on there about it. So I was like, is this the new collection? Like, are they thinking it's already up? And I already had kind of like a basket curated. There were a few things that I wanted to buy. And I threw in 2 of the liners and I ordered it. And I was like, okay, at least then I will already have the liners. And I will just see if the palette arrives. Then it was like past 5. I was like, okay, the bougie shop workers, they are all like going home, going to eat, going to sleep. So I was kind of like, okay, we'll see tomorrow. And then at like, this is so specific, but it's just kind of bizarre how this all went. So at like a little past 9, 9:15, 9:20 on Wednesday. Oh no, they put up the liners Monday night. I had this palette before the reveal. They put up the liners Monday night and then Tuesday morning at 9:15 or something like that, they put up the palette. I didn't even look at it. I hadn't seen the inside yet. I know it's crazy, but I was just like, this is my chance. This is probably gonna be my only chance in my life to grab a palette before the release, like buying it myself. Like if I at some point get on PR lists and they send me releases up front, like that's gonna be a whole different situation. But at this point, I buy 99% of the products myself. And I just thought this is my chance. This is my chance to get this video up before it is revealed. Well, not revealed, because I didn't want to spoil it. I was like, I'm not gonna post this before the brand says anything, shows anything. I definitely wanted to give them their moment. I didn't want to be like that person that leaks it. Even though I wouldn't be like the original spoiler, sneak peeker, leaker, but I just didn't want to do that to them. Like I wanted to give them their moment, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna film this already on Wednesday and then I will have my video up like after they reveal it. And I just felt like a spy, like a sneaky spy. And it almost felt a little bit illegal. It almost felt a little bit like, should I even be buying this? And also, I bought it. Like, I didn't look at it. I bought it. Like, I put it in my cart. I checked out. And then I went back to look at it. I think 5 minutes later, it was all gone. The whole collection. I think, like, some supervisor maybe was like, wait a minute. Here it says that you can only put this up after the release date, the actual release date. So I was very lucky and I definitely feel like there's some reason to stalk the Boozy Shop website. Like that was crazy. That was crazy. I felt like I was on some secret mission stalking the website until they actually put up the eyeshadow palette. And after I bought it, I thought they are not gonna send it to me. They are gonna give me a refund and that's gonna be it. But they actually sent it to me and I got my video up. The video is up with all my opinions. I needed to tell someone about this. I needed to tell you how this went because this was crazy. I don't think anything like this is gonna happen to me again. And I just thought everybody's gonna think I got this in PR, but this is just the most sneaky, lucky purchase of makeup of my life. But okay. We have the palette. Where did I put it? It has a sleeve like this and then you open it up and it kind of looks like a book with a beautiful golden tree up front and it has a clasp, and when you open it up it looks really cool. It looks really cool and it's kind of like this smoky purpley bluish color story. I really want to do a look with that shade Amulet in the crease and then that shade Elemental on the lid, kind of like this cool toned smoky green look. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I thought this was really nice in the video. It swatched really nicely. I do get a lot of comments of people saying that it's very similar to what Lethal Cosmetics has done before. And I would say, yes, I get it. It's really like this smoky, murky vibe. It's kind of like those burgundy tones. I get it. But I personally love the new formula by Lethal Cosmetics, and I'm glad that we got another palette like this from them in this new formula. However, I would love to see different color stories from them, of course. But I feel like the Avatar: The Last Airbender collection had a lot of different color stories for them. Like they've done blues, they've done greens, they've done warm neutrals. Like it has been different, but I can understand that if you've been a Lethal Cosmetics fan for like a year or two, this feels a little redundant. Then we also have some multi-chrome liners. I have shades Transcend and Sublime. These were pretty cute, pigmented, shifty. There are also some other shades. There's a black liquid lipstick. I didn't buy it because I wouldn't really wear that. And we have some mascaras. I haven't heard the best reviews of those mascaras, so I didn't really want to risk it. I just left it where it was. To me, the palette was really like the most important thing, the thing that I really wanted to review. Then e.l.f. Cosmetics is coming out with the Glow Reviver Lip Oil Glimmer. So this is a lip oil that has shimmer in it. It looks pretty shimmery with some golden shimmer. We have colored shades. It looks pretty cute, but I don't really feel like I need this in my life right now. Then Cosmic Brushes also decided to drop this sneak peek on the 21st. So this is the Season collection. It's a brand new collection which contains 5 new products. And you can get it on a Black Friday deal for £45. So that is like 55 euros, I think. And you can also buy the individual products, but it's like a good deal to get them all together. It's an eyeshadow palette, I think some lip products and some cheek products. And I think I'm probably gonna buy this. It kind of depends what this collection, like what this eyeshadow palette is gonna look like, but I think the price is pretty good. So if I don't love everything, I can live with it if it's a good price. But it really depends on the eyeshadow palette. But I don't expect it to be super red. I hope kind of that it's not gonna be super red, because I just have realized that I don't wear a lot of red eyeshadow. Even though red eyeshadow is what works really well with green eyes, I just don't really reach for it. So if it's not too red, I will probably buy this. Like I'm pretty excited for this brand now since trying them. Then Ensley also has revealed a eyeshadow palette, a new collection on the 21st. Like the 21st was this magical date of indie releases. Like the stars aligned. And this is their new eyeshadow palette, the Light in Your Eyes eyeshadow palette. It's kind of like a neutral with a twist with special shimmers kind of eyeshadow palette. And when I first saw the photo, I thought, that's probably gonna be for me. That's probably gonna be mine. But then I saw some video by Amy Loves Makeup, I think. And these mattes are pretty murky. Like there are some murky greens, there are some warm, kind of like orangey tones. And I don't love the whole color story. So I think in the end I'm gonna skip on it, but I do like it. I think a lot of people are gonna like it, like neutral lovers are gonna like it, but I think color lovers are also gonna be able to do pretty fun looks with this. It looks beautiful, love the packaging, but this is not gonna be for me. Then also we have a collab, of course, with Glamlite. We have a collab with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I kind of want to see what this is. Like the Willy Wonka movie that came out in like the early 2000s, I think it was. I watched that a lot. That's a movie from my childhood. I've watched that so many times, and I would like to see what this is. Like I think this could have some potential for me. It kind of depends on the color story of the palette, but if it's gonna be purples, there is a chance I might buy this. Like it doesn't happen a lot that a collab actually speaks to me, so I'm kind of like, should I buy it then? We'll see what it is. Okay, and then we have a GlossGods sneak peek. They say it would not be Black Week without a new release from GlossGods. Get ready for a new drop on November 25th. It looks like it's gonna be like a Molten Metals eyeshadow palette. And generally, I do really love the neutral-ish with beautiful shimmers eyeshadow palettes by GlossGods. If this looks good, if this looks up my alley, if it looks like something that a lot of people are gonna enjoy, I'll probably pick it up. Like the last launch from them, the Pop eyeshadow palettes, I didn't feel like that was super hyped. the video didn't get a lot of traction. I didn't fully love those palettes, but if this looks like one of their neutral palettes with a twist with beautiful shimmers, I'm probably gonna buy this. Like, I'm pretty excited to see what this is. I, by the way, also have a code with GlossGods. I don't mention it a lot because I don't review their products a lot because they don't release a lot, but I do have a code. I think that's probably gonna be it for me today. All right, we are at the end. My voice needs a break. I need a break. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you're most excited about, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.